Alright, welcome to part 3 of the Jedi Defender class cruiser from the Old Republic. Now, as I mentioned in the last video, my two favorite parts of this are the escape pods and the handle. Now, I'll start with the escape pods, because honestly the handle is probably the best bit of this, so we might as well save the best for last. So the escape pods are pretty loose. You know, the top just comes out, you know, it's not bolted at all. It literally just, you know, rests on like that. Nothing to it. So you got your space to put your minifigure, and you've got a little control panel there. And even in this crappy camera clarity, you can tell that sticker is completely off center and very crooked. Come on, get on there. This is basically really interesting. I'm trying to, like, I'm more using my phone as my viewpoint than my actual, you know, eyes on the ship in front of me. So, and it does the same thing on the other side. Same setup. Just the panels put on there better. There we go. Now, again, like I said, the best bit is the handle. Now, the handle is right here, and this lifts up like that, and you can literally lift the entire ship up, and you can full on go stupid, you know, aggressive with moving it around, and it will not break. And I heard this in a couple review videos. They said it was They said it was very sturdy. That turns out to be an understatement. It is like you'd have a better chance breaking into a high government facility than breaking this handle off. Because underneath the ship, there's a black peg right there, and that holds the bottom of the entire handle, which is it's its own box shape contraption in the ship. It's bolted there. The whole it's literally fused to the actual skeleton of the ship itself. I'll see how well I can view this here. There, as you can see right there, there's that little black hole there. There's a part in there that is bolted to the skeleton of the ship as well. So it's literally got like so if I can remember, basically there's two here, and then I'd say about two here. So it's literally bolted in 5 different places to hold this thing down. So realistically, this is never going to break, and it's unbelievable. I love their idea to that. I think that's a brilliant idea because I always wanted these cruisers and stuff as a kid. But at the same time, it wasn't really practical because, like, you know, as a kid, you always played with your Legos, right? You always, kind of played little games with them and stuff like that and flew them around. But something this big as a kid, as for weight, it's not that heavy, realistically. It's, about maybe 2, 3, 4 pounds-ish. I think my infiltrator is no, the infiltrator is not heavier. I just tried. But yeah, and then it folds down and kind of just blends into the ship entirely, which is another great idea. And yeah, so that's realistically it for the features. Oh yeah, also there's sorry, getting ahead of myself here. There's these here which fold out for really no reason. It's kind of just to be angled in and matched to the ship. And then, of course, the other feature is the landing gear, which does fold up. I can view the thing here. Again, sorry for the bad camera vibration. Very, very sorry. And it folds up like that. So you've basically got little fins or wings at the bottom for stability, I guess. So now I gotta, just kind of move them quickly out so it lands properly. And again, it's also the thing I like with this too is that you can't, once you fold them up, it rests around the bottom, so you don't have to kind of perfection it, and they don't go up any further than this either. But that's as far as they go. So there's a black knob piece right there. It's really hard to see there, right above the gray leg there, and that prevents it from going up any further. And that's on all 4 landing feet. So, really awesome set. I do like it. The detail is very beautiful. I love the ship. It just looks elegant. It looks very cool. And it also, the thing I like with it looks like a Star Wars ship. A few cruisers don't really look like they belong in Star Wars, or kind of look, a little bit, out there for Star Wars. This looks very, very good. Very nice, and I do love it. Now, some reviews do ratings for stuff like this. I might as well do that, I guess. And, it is a great ship. As a kid, if you had this, I think you'd have a lot of fun with it. I think it's very, very beautiful. If you have your friends come over or whatever, and you go like playing Lego together, and you're playing with this, I'm pretty sure you'd probably be the alpha dog of the group for a couple days. Um, so as a kid, I'd give it a playability level of, I'd say about a 5 or a 6. And so and one thing I did forget with the escape pods, they do come out. I'm so sorry for that. The whole thing does come out, and there's just a little peg there. And it rests on these little prongs there as well to prevent it from going down and stuff, just to really add to the detail. I am very sorry about that. I cannot believe I forgot about that. Now I gotta put it back on there, which involves 2 hands, because I really don't want to break this thing. I tried doing another video of one of my other sets and ended up breaking one of my minifigures and losing one of the pieces, so not taking chances anymore. But anyway, as a kid, yeah, I'd say about a 5 to a 6. I'd go a high 7, so a low 5, high 7. Mainly just because it is a ship, it is very big, and it depends on the age, right? Because as a kid, maybe this is pretty heavy, because this is about 3 to 4 pounds, so it's it's pretty up there in weight. So, and it's a lot of pieces, and just the exoskeleton, the skeleton as well is. Might be complicated for you. If you want to challenge yourself, by all means, go ahead. But I do recommend maybe having a parent or an older brother or sister to help you, maybe. And it might be something fun for you guys to do. I actually really recommend that, regardless if you think you can do it yourself. There's multiple books. There's 2 books, and I believe there's like 5 or 6 bags. So maybe you could build 1 bag, and your brother can just make a fun day out of it, right? Family's everything nowadays, right? Like, if you don't know who your family is, then So it's just fun to do with your family. And again, so as like an older kid, so this is where you'll be about like maybe 12, and then your teen years. It's all down, I think, whether you think this thing is cool or not. So if you don't like the look of it, you're probably not going to buy it. If you don't like the Republic games, then probably not either. I personally have never played the Old Republic MMO, but I do like the ships. As you can see, I'm a collector of the actual vehicles more than the actual like scenes. Mainly because I don't have the room, because I'm in a small apartment building, and a small apartment, right? So it's pretty small room. Like my window's here, my door's right there, so it's really not that big. And this is actually taking up quite a lot of space. Like, if I back up and see if I can get my whole desk in view here, I really don't have that much room. That actually takes up a good chunk of space. Right? So, scenes, not really my huge thing. And I'm sorry for getting distracted here. I'm also going on an 8-minute video. I did not think the ratings would have gone this far, but I should shut up now and continue with them so I don't waste more time. So, as a teenager, older kid, I give it probably the same. 5 to a 7. Very broad terms there, but it really all depends on if you like it, if you think it looks cool, stuff like that. And for the value for pieces, actually, for $120 you get 25 pieces? Sorry, 927. I was off by 2 pieces, so realistically it doesn't count because those 2 are probably extras. So again, very nice ship, and yeah. So 5 to a 7. If you're a collector, it really depends. This where it really depends, because if you're a collector of the sets from the movies, this is not for you, because this is from the Old Republic video game. So realistically, probably not for you. If you're like me, though, I just collect ships. Doesn't matter where they're from. I really don't care. I'd say do it. It's a good ship. It's very nice, and this is something I don't know if they're gonna reissue, because they've reissued a lot of ships, actually. They've reissued, I believe they've reissued the Republic Venator class cruiser, I think at least 2 or 3 times, and stuff like that. And they did the Malevolence recently. And that's another one I kind of wish I could have gotten, because I don't know if they're going to reissue that, because that's from the Clone Wars cartoon show. So, as a collector, if you're collecting the ships, I do recommend this, grabbing it, because it might be worth something. If all else fails, this dude will be worth a bit, because as far as I know, you can only get him in here. So, probably going to be worth money. And that's another reason I buy these as well. I buy them as future investments. You never know. So, yeah, that's basically my review. of the, I believe 2013, early 2014 set. I don't know the exact year for it. Actually, let me check the box here. 2013. 2013. 2013 Jedi Defender class cruiser. If you like the video, like it, subscribe if you want, and thanks for watching.